If you're having a hard time focusing these days during the pandemic, even with the notion of the vaccines coming very quickly, next 3 months maybe, having a hard time focusing is normal. You are not alone. During this time, so many of our automatic routines, our normal ways of doing things, of moving through our days, even driving to work, right? All those things have been disrupted. And hundreds of automatic routines we used to rely on automatically, some of them aren't working anymore. Some of them aren't available anymore. We have to use our executive mind more, right? We have to pay attention more. And paying attention is exhausting because it's costing us a lot of energy. It's costing us, we're burning new neural pathways, right? It's exhausting. And then we become anxious. And anxiety scrambles our problem-solving ability. So there are 3 practices that we use, that many of our clients use, that can really help us learn to focus faster. The first one is to start by appreciating that you and many of the people you work with, gosh, they've already adapted in so many ways of living in this new normal, right? How can we deliberately, not because we're being forced to, but deliberately create more routines? How can we make better routines around our Zoom meetings? How do we make those meetings more a functional work process? Can we add exercise routines to our lives to help us manage the stress and the anxiety? Are your days scheduled tightly, right? Zoom meetings, one-on-one phone calls, budget your time. Figure out exactly what is the best way to move through the day and do that, right? The second practice relates to that. Be disciplined about distractions, right? Limit your news feeds. Choose where you want to pay attention to. Don't try to multitask. Your attention is a spotlight. So choose where you want to aim it. Choose where you're going to point it. The third practice is to practice gratitude. Michael J. Fox, in a recent interview, had a great quote. He said, with gratitude, optimism becomes sustainable. And I love that, right? Make this a practice, bringing to mind what you have to be grateful for. Make it a practice on a regular day, daily basis. I do mine on my morning runs, right? And I notice my spirits do become more buoyant, right? There are a lot of things that I have to be grateful for, even though there are a lot of things that I don't like going on. What can we do? If we put these kind of practices into place, we're going to get through this pandemic, and we're going to be even stronger and better than when we came in. So we're going to have a better normal in 4 to 6 months, right? We just have to hang in there and use these kinds of practices to focus our time.